Alrighty, hey you guys, it's Rio. It is Friday and it's a vacation day on Monday, the 7th, and I have things due. So normally, I don't normally have things due on a holiday, but I noticed in our class I did. So here's what I'd like you to know is that I will grade these items here when I get back on Wednesday. So you have really an extra day here to get these done, but I wouldn't wait, right? So the other thing, if you remember me saying about discussions, was I was really hoping to see students submitting before the due date. And I'm not seeing that quite happen as I would like to have seen. So I'm going to give you guys another week to try to figure this out. And I know it's kind of like, well, I don't want to do it until it's due. Well, it's not that you don't want to do it, it's just that maybe you don't have time. So if I see students not, and I think I just saw there were two students that posted into the what do you need? And I think more than that, possibly into the map your IP, right? So again, I'm asking you all to think about doing this before this date. Again, I've talked about moving it, but before this date, so that students that are trying to do replies would have time. Now, here's the other thing we could consider is making your main post due here and then your replies due here. Maybe that's an option. Tell me what you think. Okay, maybe on the tell me what you need thing or somewhere on class chat, right? How many of you are not on class chat still? We have a pretty good group here, right? Looks like we have now, you can't see it as off the screen, we have 12 folks on there. So I definitely recommend to get current information in this class, get on class chat. Okay, so just checking something real quick. All right, so this week we start into our next topic, the HTML essentials. We're going to have this for 3 weeks. So it's a 5-hour course, so we're going to do it over 3 weeks. I really went back and forth about doing this one. I did put out the offer. I've only had one student take me up on it to have something else besides this being the next 3 weeks. Remember, the requirement here was that you have to contact me a week before to say you want to do an alternative topic. So I only have one student that is going to do an alternative topic here, but if you want to do that alternative topic, you would have to let me know by this time next week here. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Again, if this is not clear, use the tell me what you need. And some of you may not be watching this until next week. That's fine too. So let's look at what I have on tap for us for next week. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this item. Oh, interesting. It gives me a little, actually I can do it from here. So one thing I've decided to definitely do is make the post visible before you do yours. The more I've looked at this, the more I like it. So, but that's just the way they work. This is really an interesting topic. So the mysteries of what's going on in the dark web. So first, it might be interesting to see how many of you know what the dark web is. Now this video is a TED Talk, wonderful video. I really want you to watch it and I want you to think about it, right? So again, please watch the whole thing because you may think from only watching part of it that this guy is advocating illicit drugs and all that. He's really not. He's talking about some of the benefits that we may be able to get in our society from the dark web. So I think this is a very relevant topic to web technologies. And once I saw the video and Todd McLeod, another instructor here at City, put this up recently and I looked at it and I'm like, that's perfect for 82. So what you want to do here is watch this and give it your thoughts on it, right? Tell me how much of this you knew about. Did you know there was a dark web, right? Maybe do some additional research, but write something and do some replies on that one. Okay, so that is our item for next the week after, so the 14th, and then dev tools. So the hands-on this week. How many of you, I'm guessing hopefully many of you, but not everyone will know about dev tools, right? So in Chrome, when you're looking at a web page, let's go to Amazon. Okay, when you're looking at a web page, no matter what, you can do the following. You can go to anywhere on it. You can do inspect element. And in here, you have a whole amazing world to analyze both websites, the HTML, the CSS, errors. Look at this. Amazon's got errors all over. Network, sources. I mean, there's just tons of here. So here's what I'm saying on this item. Okay. Let me go back. So each of you, based on the fact that I've seen we have varying levels of student knowledge here, I want you to pick YouTube tutorials because there are a bunch of them on DevTools that fit your skill level or what you'd like to learn. So if you know nothing about Chrome DevTools, you're going to want to go to YouTube and just type Chrome DevTools tutorials and then start looking through the list, even if you do, right? So you want to find a video that helps you understand DevTools at a better level. And if there's a specific skill because you have some experience with Chrome DevTools, and I ask you to go try to find videos that talk to that specific skill. So provide us links. Right, okay, so here, once you find the videos, provide that. Do something in Chrome Web Tools showing us where you found something and take a print screen, upload it to your Google Drive, and then provide a link in here, right? And write 150 words and reply to 2 students and make sure those replies are substantive, okay? All right, so that's the work that you have. Again, there's the next 4 weeks are laid out with lectures. Those are there. And we are moving into a holiday, so keep that in mind. I will have attendance available for you to do on Monday, but again, you have the entire week to do attendance, right? So make sure you are doing that. It's just my reporting requirement to the campus. And really important is that for students who did this, tell me what you need early enough. I did post video reply to Nina. I don't see anybody else yet. I'll go through here and look before, yeah, see, so even no other students have, what should I do? Exactly. No other students have commented yet, right? And Damon did, so that's great. So again, this is the reason why I'm asking you to post beforehand. But on this particular subject, I'm really asking you what you'd like me to cover that you feel like has not been clear for you. Is there something in the setup for Canvas, this new environment they're in? Is there something in your grade, right? Because I offered, and again, this offer expires, the offer I made last week. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, right? The offer I made last week was, since this is, a new everything in this class, that I've given students an amnesty, but that amnesty is going to end, right? So let's be clear, that amnesty is going to end when we get back. So on the 8th, I would have need you to done the work and email me if I didn't grade it already, because that could happen. I talked to Jeremy and Nina because we were sitting in a class together about that they had done work but it hadn't been graded, because once I grade I don't get a notice that you've updated it, so you have to make sure you've told me, right? So you haven't, let's be clear, you have until the 8th, Tuesday morning, to ask me to late grade anything without points removed or give you points back if I took it. So it's your job to do based on the amnesty that I had, okay? On the lectures, make sure you're using the same Google Doc for all of your lecture notes, putting a title on each different one so I can denote them, and putting the most current at the top. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to be mostly offline, taking a couple of days off, so I will respond as I find time. But again, that chat is really the place you want to go. And we've given some good examples of what I want on this mapping your IPs. I think actually the best example was possibly Sarah's that I saw so far, because Sarah, oh, let's see, Nina's, let's see if Nina got, yeah, Nina did. Look at this. Great job, Nina. So, and everybody who submitted that, put the links so that you can actually go look. Oh, you went to Pixlr. I've never done it that way. Let's see if, oh yeah, see, I don't know if Pixlr would do it, because Pixlr would be the edit. So what you'd want to do here, now this one probably works. This one's probably fine. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. And I love that you did that. Perfect. All right, I'm done. Peace out.